Could a better night's sleep boost a woman's sex life? According to a new study, it just may. Dr. Holly Phillips is here to explain. Holly, let me just ask you, what did this study find?
Yeah, it's a very interesting study, Elaine. Basically, they found that women who get good sleep have increased sexual arousal and desire to have sex. It was a small study, relatively. They looked at a couple of hundred women, and they were asked to keep diaries, basically journals, over 2 weeks about how much they slept and when they had sex. It turns out that for every extra hour of sleep a woman got a night, it increased the likelihood that she would have sex the next day by 14%.
14%?
Yeah, so it was really significant. Again, this was a small study, but the findings were so impactful that it really makes us think we need to look more into this, a larger study.
Do they know why that was?
Well, you know, a lot of people just sort of assume it has to do with mood. We do know that when you get good sleep, it improves your mood and your energy and your concentration.
You're not too tired.
Exactly. But actually, the researchers here think it has more to do with hormones or something biochemical that happens. We know that for men, if they have erratic sleep, if they don't sleep well, their testosterone levels fall, and that dramatically affects their sex drive. Well, women also make testosterone. We have testosterone circulating in our body. So that could be one explanation, or it could have to do with other hormones. Whatever it is, there's definitely a focus on how it affects our bodies physically, biochemically, rather than just our mood.
The chemistry of sex. So is testosterone then primarily responsible for sex drive?
Well, it plays a huge role for sex drive in men. And for women, it does also play a role. But there are other hormones at play there as well, you know, whether it's estrogen or progesterone. Prolactin, for instance, not only does getting sleep increase the likelihood that you'll have sex, but having sex actually helps you get a good night's sleep. After sex, your body releases a hormone called prolactin, which is sedating, it's relaxing, and it actually helps you get a better night's sleep. So it kind of works both ways.
It's not just because you're tired and worn out physically. There's an actual biochemical process happening.
Very much so. But you know, it does sort of remind us, if your partner says, honey, I'm too tired, maybe let them rest one night, because it'll increase the likelihood that you know, they'll be more inclined to engage with you the next night.
You know, it's so interesting because in some respects it seems like it would be common sense, because people might say, well, sleep makes everything better, so of course it would make sense that it would apply here. But have they really looked at sleep and the role it plays in this way?
Sleep is one of the just forgotten things on the health checklist. I've got patients who are so diligent. They exercise every day for an hour. They do spin class. They have a trainer. They eat well. They'll never let saturated fat pass their lips. You know, they're really, really health conscious. Yet then I ask them, well, how much do you sleep a night? They say, like, oh, 4 hours. You know, so I think we may not emphasize quite as much as we should how much we need sleep for health. It lowers our risk of diabetes, heart disease, cancers, you name it. And of course, now we're seeing that it improves our sex drive as well.
Wow, fascinating topic. Dr. Holly Phillips, thank you so much.
Great to be here as always.